What is good, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters? It's your boy, the Truth 31. Hit like, subscribe for all that DC goodness on your face, neck, and chest. And a happy Halloween. I hope you're all doing well. Stay safe out there because it's fucking crazy out there. These people are nuts. But anyway, this is a special Truth Halloween review. And of course, I'm reviewing the classic, the only one, John Carpenter's Halloween, which to this day gets aired every Halloween on AMC. I mean, it's like Halloween tradition that you need to put this movie on, and for good reason, because it's a classic. It still holds up. It's still the best slasher movie in my opinion. It's number one always because it's so simple. The story is so simple, and the characters of the teenage girls and Laurie Strode of Jamie Lee Curtis, you care for this character so much because she's so pure, she's so innocent, she's so loving. And what John Carpenter did with that character just is so brilliant because we made the audience, we cared for her. Like if she was in any danger or in any harm, we the audience would automatically just like flip out because we don't want to see this character in danger. We don't want to see this character get killed. And the fact that Michael Myers, the embodiment of Michael Myers being pure evil, and his backstory, again, so simple. Just on Halloween night, he wears a clown costume, grabs a knife, goes upstairs, and kills his sister. Why? We don't know. We don't know. We never know. And that was the point. And that's what makes Michael Myers so interesting as an antagonist, as a horror icon, because there's so much mystique surrounding this character. Now, I'm not talking about the later sequels, which just absolutely butchered the character. Just like, what is going on? I'm talking about the original, the staying true to the character's roots and his mystique. That's what makes him so interesting. That's what makes him so interesting. Because again, he comes from a loving home, a loving family, but on Halloween night he just snaps, and we never find out why. Like why did he go crazy? Why did he stare at a wall for 15 years waiting on Halloween night to break out? And why does he go after Laurie Strode? Like, what is it about Laurie Strode that he's just infatuated with, that he just can't not help but just stalk this character? We never know. And of course, in Halloween 2, we find out that brothers and sisters. But again, that storyline was stupid, and John Carpenter hated that storyline. That's why he drank a 6-pack of beer writing that story, because he absolutely hated the idea of them being related or having any relationship whatsoever. Again, I agree. I side with John Carpenter. I side with John Carpenter. That was a terrible, terrible mistake. But again, it's what adds to the mystery and the intrigue, and just the horrific nature of this guy stalking you, and you don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. The story is just simple. A guy breaks out on Halloween night and stalks babysitters and kills babysitters. And for some reason, it's just stuck on Jamie Lee Curtis. It's like, I don't know what it is. And there's the whole scene where Laurie Strode is in a classroom and she sees Michael Myers outside for the first time, and she's like creeped out. And the teacher is talking about fate, and that you can't escape your fate, and whatever you do, no matter how hard you try to unrun it, it's eventually going to happen. And it feels like that's the central theme for Laurie Strode and Michael Myers in this Halloween film. Like, you can't escape your fate. You can't escape this guy. Like, this guy is just a force of nature. He's just a force of evil. Like, there's nothing human about this character. And there's this whole debate on whether or not, Michael Myers is human or not. Like, yeah, and yes, he's human, but he has sprinkles of supernatural in him, where obviously no human can survive gunshots at the end of this film. Like Dr. Loomis, who's a great character, by the way. He was Michael Myers' former psychiatrist, who just gave up on Michael Myers and tried his best to lock this kid up, because he understood that there was nothing humane about Michael Myers. Like we need to lock this dude up. And Dr. Loomis, Dr. Loomis, I mean, he's one of the great characters in horror movies. He's so over the top, and he's so fixated on making sure that Michael Myers never escapes, because he understands what this character is. And throughout the whole movie, people are like, "Oh, come on, he's just a normal guy." And Dr. Loomis is like, "No, Like, this man is pure. Like, he isn't a man. This isn't a man. This is pure evil. He's evil walking on two legs. Like, he's so dramatic. He's so over the top. It's funny because I could see if they ever did a remake, Nicolas Cage playing Dr. Loomis, because it's so over the top. But again, you believe every word that comes out of his mouth because Donald Pleasance is a great actor and he sells it. Like, he sells the paranoia, he sells the fear, he sells, the fucking just how evil this guy is to the audience. And because of that, we believe Dr. Loomis, and we are on his side, and we're terrified of Michael. Like Michael Myers doesn't say one word in this entire film. Again, he's just a presence. He's a force of evil, and it works. And it adds to the creepiness because we never really see Michael Myers throughout the film. Like, we only see him like in shadows here and there. And there are these like long, great shots of by John Carpenter where we only see like a figure or silhouette of Michael Myers. Really well done. Like, the filming in this movie, it just adds to the mystique. It adds to the creepy nature. And there are several shots in this film that still gives me the fucking goosebumps, where you just see like fucking Michael Myers just staring at fucking Laurie Strode like from a distance, and you're just like, what the fuck? Again, you never know why he's so obsessed with this character. It's just one of those things where it's fate, where for some reason it was just Laurie Strode. Like, it was just her. Like these two were just destined to fight and battle one another. And again, it goes back to like what I mentioned earlier with the whole, is Michael Myers human? Yes, he's human, but there's something, I don't know, there's just something about this character where you're not really sure. Like, John Carpenter always plants this little seed of doubt in your minds where just like, is he human? Well, he is human because obviously he gets stabbed in the neck with a fucking with one of those like knitting needles. And he gets stabbed in the eye with the fucking hanger. He falls down. It's blood, obviously. And he gets shot several times towards the end of the film, and he fucking disappears. So it's just like, okay, well, obviously no human can survive that. So there must be something else. Like what is it? Like he's not fully human, but he's not fully supernatural. He's like in the middle where you're not entirely sure when you're watching this movie. We're just like, what is going on? Like what is going on with this character? Is he human? Is he not human? It fucks with you, and that's the brilliance of what John Carpenter did with the Michael Myers character, where you're not entirely sure what he is or who he is. We never really get a full understanding of who Michael Myers is, and that's the point. He's the boogeyman. He's just a force of nature, not human at all, in a way, so to speak. He's just evil on two legs. He's a living embodiment of evil, and that's what, and that was the thought process behind John Carpenter's creation of Michael Myers, and that's why to this day Halloween is still one of the creepiest movies ever made, because it's just that fucking that aspect of, you don't know why he's chasing you, you don't know why he snapped. He's just pure evil, and it's still brilliant to this day. But anyway, those are my thoughts. Smash that fucking like button, my beautiful DC brothers and sisters. Subscribe, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram. Let's continue having a DC conversation. As always, support DC, love DC. If you haven't seen Halloween, my God, watch that movie, all right? And be safe out there, because it's a crazy world. I hope you have a safe and healthy, happy Halloween. Be safe out there. And yeah, support DC. Keep reading DC comics and watch Halloween movies, because it's fucking fantastic. And as always, truth out.